Due to popular demand, I decided to add mushrooms to this beef and potato casserole. Hey, I'm Chef Kyle from Kyle's Creations, here to make simple and healthy recipes for everyday living. If you're new now and you love to get creative with Kyle's Creations, click that subscribe button and let's get started. The first thing we're gonna do is actually gonna fully bake 2 Idaho potatoes. You can use any potatoes you'd like, and I always like to add some salt to the bottom to help draw out some moisture. Just gonna stay on the surface. Hit it with a little bit of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, touch more salt. I'm gonna add a few sprigs of thyme and create a foil pocket.
Foil pocket cooking, which is a term that became popular with outdoor grilling around the 20th century, is perfect for baking potatoes because it allows the potatoes to fully cook in less time by sealing in moisture and creating steam. And I also prick the potatoes with a sharp knife in multiple spots before wrapping this.
That's going in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 45 minutes until cooked. Next, I have 2 pounds of wonderful oyster mushrooms. You guys want to know any information about the ingredients that I use, please click my WebMD links in the description box below. And with the mushrooms here, the end, we're just going to chop that up. Do that for all of these. Pull these apart. I'm going to add everything to the rack first. Pull it strips. You can use any other type of mushrooms. Shiitake mushrooms, portobello mushrooms, whatever mushrooms you like. If you don't like mushrooms, don't use mushrooms. Okay, now we're just gonna coat it with some extra virgin olive oil. Toss it. It's fully coated. Take my oyster mushroom and pop it in the oven at 400 degrees until they get crispy. So about 15, maybe 20 minutes. Half the onion I'm gonna save for the beef. Cut onion is going in. Whole milk is going in as well. And smashed garlic clove, 2 to 3 slices of ginger, and 2 bay leaf going right here. And we're just gonna warm this up 5 to 7 minutes. Now we're gonna make a base for this white sauce, which is called a roux. Butter is going in. Let that melt completely. Okay. Flour is going in. I'm gonna whisk that in. I'm gonna lower the heat too. Switch to my spatula. Push everything to the middle. So we're not eating any raw flour. At this point, I'm gonna add some paprika, just a little bit, and add a touch of white pepper. It's not gonna be a true white sauce, but it's gonna have more flavor. So I'm gonna lower this heat. Now it smells nutty. And we're gonna whisk in the milk. The reason why it looks a little bit clumpy, it's because of the onion. So I'm gonna add the rest of it, keeping my whisk to prevent the bay leaf that we no longer need. Actually, we could still throw the bay leaf in. Bay leaf is going in. Now we're going to cook this down. When we assemble this casserole, this white sauce is going to cover the meat and protect it from drying out while it cooks in the oven. It's been going for like maybe 3 minutes right now. We're probably going to go for another few minutes. I'm going to shut this off right now because it's going to thicken more. And I'm going to add, before I do, move the bay leaf. Knew there was a second one hiding. We're going to add a 1/3 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, some Dijon mustard. I'm gonna grate some fresh nutmeg, and about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Mix that together, and you're done. Let this cool off. Mushrooms are done. Let that cool off. I put the oven back to 375 degrees for the casserole. It makes a funny noise. And just remember to salt the mushrooms after. Extra virgin olive oil is going in the center. This is an 80-20 blend of grass-fed beef. Flatten it out and get a nice sear on this before I break it up. A little bit of color. I want to dry this meat out. Add some paprika. Break it up. I'm gonna do the carrots first. And the celery. Celery, touch of olive oil, carrots are going in, celery's going in, let it coat in the olive oil before we add more, okay, and onion. Okay, all this is going in now. Add some salt and extra virgin olive oil. 2 bay leaf and 1 cinnamon stick. Normally I don't move vegetables around constantly like this. I let it cook evenly. But since there's more central heat going on in the center of this, I do have to keep circulating it. So I bring it to the middle and then I bring it to the outside. So I'm going to first grate some garlic in there. 3 cloves of garlic. There we go. That cook out for 1 minute. Now we're gonna add roasted red pepper puree. The roasted red pepper puree recipe will be in my description box below. And roasted red peppers in a brine solution can be found in any local supermarket or deli. Tamari is going in. 1 to 2 tablespoons. Some honey. 1 tablespoon of that. Mix that together. Peas are going in, frozen peas. Whatever vegetables you have left over. Okay, I'm gonna remove the bay leaf and the cinnamon stick. Lower the heat, and the ground beef is going back in. Look how wonderful that looks. Mushrooms are going in. Shut the heat off. Okay, potatoes. Thinly sliced 2 roasted potatoes. Touch of olive oil. Add the potatoes and spread them on an angle. I have some thyme left. Touch of cheese. Add a few spoonfuls of this delicious white sauce. Now fill up the last layer of the casserole with the ground beef and vegetable mix, leaving about a 1/4 inch from the top of the casserole for the rest of the white sauce. Add all the white sauce on top. Now we're going to work the magic. Cover this with foil. Alright, now this is going in the oven at 375 degrees for about 25 minutes. With cheese. Last 10 minutes, we're gonna broil it. Sprinkle some extra Parmesan on top. Okay, and we're gonna broil that on high for a few minutes. Okay, I don't want it to pool up in grease, so we're gonna pull it out now. Bring it over here. Alright guys, I'm just gonna cut into this and I just want to show you the layers. Look how easy that is. Look at that. Don't forget to like and subscribe so I can make more wonderful recipes for you guys to share with your friends, family, and loved ones. This reminds me of 2 other mushroom dishes I mentioned before. That is the mixed mushroom soup with sweet potato, wonderful soup, and I also have a portobello mushroom burger. I use different types of mushrooms, another kind of mushrooms for the mixed mushroom soup, and of course oyster mushrooms for this beef and potato casserole. As always, stay tuned for the next episode. Take care.